Alright, what's going on everybody? So on today's episode, I'm going to be doing a video breakdown of a battle that I did a while ago. As you can clearly see, this is from when I was in the other squad. I'm no longer with them, obviously. Um, Mainly because of the fact they were never active. It was only me and one other person that was active, so I've talked about it before. So I left them, joined this other wonderful group of people that I fly with, and it's been having a blast with them, squatting up, getting up to like a 5-member squad, going up against some pretty good squadrons that are out there. Um, and I feel like we do hold our own against them from time to time. But you know, from one game, it keeps on going and going. So, but on this one, this is the only aircraft that I actually have a paint job with, the gold and black on the F5, and obviously this is the one that everybody starts off with. And I wanted to showcase this one because of the fact that everybody starts off with this one, and it is a really good aircraft, highly maneuverable. The loadout, of course, 4 rockets, and cannons that you can shoot for a very long time. The downside to it is the fact that it is easy to shoot down because the HP, it's a light fighter, so that's going to happen. And I do actually overheat my cannons on this in this battle that I'm going to showcase. Um, and you'll understand why whenever you see the actual aircraft that I'm shooting at. So let's get right into it. Just don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on the video. Get us to 100 so that we can do a live stream. And I'm looking forward to doing that. So without further ado, let's go for it. Alright, so we're going to be doing Team Deathmatch on Storm Break. I'm on Team Alpha. And typically the first thing I do is obviously look at the aircrafts and see what my squad has and what their squad has. And so me, gotta dip down. I don't dip down as much as I used to now. I think because I've gotten more comfortable with the gameplay and things of that nature. As you can see, the F-22 is flying high, and remember, keep an eye on the map so that way you know 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know where they're at because the F-22 is over here lighting them up. And you see how these got this red border, red circle. It's because the A6 has that special feature where it takes longer for the enemy team, which is my squad, to lock in on anybody that's within the radius of that radar blocker thing. I don't remember what it's called. If you know what it's called, just go ahead and hit it up in the comments. But yeah, so as you can see that he's already engaged with them and he's been shooting at them. He popped his flares. So now he's got a MiG-29 that's on him and the F4 that was shooting at him. So at this point, back it up just a little bit. So as I come over the ridge line, I'm still looking at the map to see everybody's coming in and they're all going to chase him. So I'm trying not to go too fast to get in front of any of these. I want to be behind everybody, kind of like how where this guy is at right here. He's got an ideal position because he's on all of their 6s. So he can easily open up on one, then transfer to the other, and so on and so forth. So as I come around, see I believe this is the F4, starts to bank away because he is going after the R22. The A6, everybody is basically focused on him. You really don't want to do that. If you see that you have enough people, if you have 2 people that are actually going after one aircraft, let them go after them. Let them take it. Because 1, you're not going to get very much HP damage to them if you're sharing the damage with everybody else. And then 2, if you notice, we got 1, 2, and then me right here as well coming in behind everybody that's on that team. So it's going to be a field day for us to be able to take everybody out on this side. And see, so here I shoot 1 rocket while I'm shooting my cannons. So that's key because I'm doing constant damage to them, and then I shoot my rockets. And right now I'm out of rockets now. And I honestly don't even remember when I shot my rockets off. And then you see the heat for my cannon gun is starting to get to that point where it overheats and overheat. This is where I was talking about before. You'll easily see who I'm shooting at and why I overheat. Because the cannon on this gun at this level, as effective as it is, I'm shooting at an A6. The A6 is a beast. It can take hits like nobody's business. So if I had more rockets, I probably would have been able to kill him before he's able to get the repairs. But unfortunately, he's able to get his repair. And right here, I almost actually accidentally overshot him because this is a slower aircraft. I'm in a faster aircraft. But then he banks up. Instead of going around like I was thinking that he banks up and over. But it's also because he's trying to get assistance from his squad mate here. I'm assuming. But that still gets me in position to light him up some more. And I'm paying attention to my overheat. I'm trying not to overheat it again. And then I see this one, the MiG-29 comes around, gets lock on me, shoots at me. And I see where he's at, as you can tell by the camera angle. So I'm like, okay, they're really close to me. So I need to pop flares as soon as possible to get that missile to miss me. So one thing that I didn't even notice right now is that I did destroy the crossfire, the A6. And I have no idea how. I'm assuming he went into a cliff. So if you're engaging somebody, you shoot at them, and then while you're not even shooting at them, and you crash or hit the brick wall or something like that, you get credit for the kill. I believe it's because of the fact that you were the last one that was actually engaging with them and shooting them, doing damage. So as he's coming around, and he continuously goes, and this is where I lose him. And it looks like he's at the repair. So I don't know if he actually hit the repair. I don't think he did because the repair's right here. So it doesn't look like it's gotten flipped. So then he crashes right around the repair. So maybe he splashed it into the water. I don't know. But it's only 55 hit points that I gained without even shooting him. But it's only because I got credit for it because I was shooting him prior to him crashing. So then I bank, focus on the MiG-29 that's coming up, shoot him down. So that gives me a double kill. So then I go after the Su-57. He gets away from me. And you see right here on the map, there's two others, or there's me and one other that's already engaging the Su-57. Our A6 is flying this way. We have somebody coming from the respawn. So I'm trying to do as much damage to him as possible. And remember, I do not have missiles. I have 2 out of the 3 flares left, but and I know I've gained altitude, but I'm focused on trying to get him out. So because I know my cannons can go for a very long time, I don't get the kill, but I do get the assist while doing damage. And this is the part where I talked about in the last breakdown, is remember where the repairs are at, especially in this aircraft, because it doesn't take much to shoot it down. So I already knew that I was close to it from battling the A6. I dipped down low enough. I did pop my flares, but I knew that I was already still being focused on. So I used the terrain to help out with breaking the trajectory of the missiles. So I know to be more effective, I need to replenish my ammunition. So I break away from the action, get rearmed. I immediately turn back around and go back into combat. So now I'm full HP. I have a full loadout. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna focus on the lowest health point so that way I can get them out. And I go after the F4. And I'm constantly looking at what's next. Where can I shoot next? Now at this point, I know I'm all alone. So right now, I'm just trying to create as much havoc as I can with what I have. So that's why I know that I'm getting focused on from the front and from the back. I know sometimes people pay double for that cotton, but hey, we are here. So like I said, MiG-23 is coming straight at me. I'm going straight at him. I know the odds are not in my favor. Odds are I'm going to get shot down. My fuel is down, low. I got Gunslinger, double kill so far. So then I got the triple kill because I did take out the MiG-23. And then I also got these other attributes, Avenger, Savior. And what's funny about those, well, this one in particular, the Avenger and Savior, I killed him before he killed me. That granted me the Avenger and the Savior, even though he still destroyed me. I think that's a little strange for me to get that, but I'm not complaining, just saying. I just realized his name, screen name not available. That's funny. So now we're just waiting to respawn. And right now it's 13-9, so it's still a close battle, so it's not bad. So I was able to, even though I did get killed, I was able to whittle them down a little bit. So now the Su-57 is coming my way, so I'm going to lock in, take a shot on him. Suppressing assistance. Somebody else got the kill, obviously, but because I was shooting at him as well, I got credit. So because I was low on ammunition, I was already going towards the replenish. I hit that, and I immediately engaged. So now that I only got 2 missiles left, but I'm still going to get the replenish. Pop flares whenever the missiles come close enough, and get back into the action. Should I have banked left when I resupplied? Okay. Should I have banked left? Possibly, because I already know that they were focusing on me. And if you notice, it was the MiG-23 that's been focusing on me. I'm pretty sure he was just trying to get his revenge kill. But one reason why I went ahead and went back towards the action is because I know I have 2 fellows right here. 2 of my teammates here. So I'm going to help support them because this guy is focusing on me. So if he's focusing on me, he's not focusing on them. So even though they may be engaging this person, this aircraft, his attention is on me, which I'm the furthest away from him. In that situation, I would not worry about this one. I would worry about these 2 if I was this person right here. Because this one is not currently in the action, even though that I am banking into it. You can still focus on them and take them out. So on here, so I got 2 that are focused on me as they take me out. If this one would have kept going forward, he could have engaged this one, the MiG-29, and possibly shot him down. I don't know what they were doing. Like, this one is on the hunt for this one, which is perfectly fine. But he could have continued forward shooting at the MiG-29 because I have the attention of the MiG-29. The MiG-23 is shooting at the A6. So he's not even being focused on. Nobody is looking at this person. But he turns and banks away. So it may have been, I mean, I don't know what his loadout situation is, if he was emptied or what the case was. But if you're already that far in, so now if you look at the map, he's all by himself now, trying to survive. If he would have turned and helped out, I mean, obviously he's still alive and still flying, but it is what it is. And with that last kill, I was able to get the net master. One thing with this map, typically, especially in a F5, something that is very maneuverable, definitely use the terrain to work with you as an advantage for you. Because like little crevices here, you're able to dive in real quick and get yourself out of sticky situations, or even surprise the opposition. So that way you're able to get behind them, underneath them, shoot at them, take them out, things of that nature. I always like to mentally draw a line going across the map, almost halfway through the map, on where I don't want to go too far into. So, like with this one, you can easily use the resupply points. Kind of like draw a line there, imaginary line, of course, with the exception of this area here, because there's so many different spots where you can dip down and hide, because most of the time they're respawning from this area here. And like for this side, they're respawning from this side. So I will go from here from time to time, but it's because I know I have the the ridges and things I can utilize instead of just hoping my flares are going to help out. So definitely keep that in mind. Try not to gain too much altitude, because if they have long range fighter jets, they can easily shoot you, especially at the very beginning. Like the Aardvark, the 111, F-111. When it gains altitude, it has range basically throughout the whole map to shoot at you. And if you're like way out here in the open flying this way, and they're shooting from way back here, it may not be a good ending for you. So keep that in mind. Remember where the points are at, the repair, the resupplies, use the terrain. Try not to overextend yourself too much. But of course, if you have teammates that are here, like I had in that one situation before I got shot down, help them out, because you're better off with higher numbers to more likely to win those small battles if it's 3-on-3, 3-on-2, whatever the case is like that. But as soon as you start bailing off, you're leaving them, so then it would have been 2 versus 3. It may not come out very good for one, for them, and then also for the overall victory. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's see what the results are on this one. So I did get Netmaster with that last burst, which is awesome. So we got the victory. 8 kills, 2 deaths, 1 assist. Netmaster MVP, and I believe that's Destroyer. Yep, Destroyer. And then Suppression Assistance, Netmaster, all that good stuff. So this is when I was at level 66. So it's been a while ago, a couple of months. And I do gotta say, I haven't really played my F5 very often, just because I feel that it's as good of an aircraft as it is. It it becomes, I would say, a little bit of a hindrance with going up against higher tier opponents, because there's other aircrafts that are very similar to the F5 and higher tier that can take more damage than the F5 can, and they can deal out more damage than the F5 can. Not to say that the F5 isn't good. Like I said, it is. I really do enjoy flying it. I just feel like in higher tiers, there's other options that I would prefer before this one. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. If you found something interesting or new, or any suggestions, whatever the case is, let me know in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Like I said, we're trying to get to 100. Once when I hit 100, I'll do a live stream. And I'm thinking about doing that. If I do a live stream, it'll be like for about an hour, 2 hour live stream, something like that. Um, but yeah, so I guess I'll check y'all out next time. Peace out.